So today we're gonna hear a little bit more about that with Songchen. So the floor is yours. You have 15 minutes. I will tell you when there is 5 minutes and 1 minute left, and the floor is yours. So go ahead.
Okay, good question, and thank you for waiting for my presentation. And hello, everyone. I'm Songchen Zhang. I come from China, and I from Boston University. Today, I'm going to give you guys a presentation about how TikTok is used as an English language learner education tool. And here's my outline, and you can see here what we've got. And the use of TikTok has become a powerful tool in learning in recent years. In this era, and because of the pandemic has hit almost all countries badly interfering with the teaching learner process, TikTok use has been a primary input for language learning. The use of TikTok in English learning has potentially been associated with intellectual, social, and also emotional development among learners, which in turn gives needed support to them for general success of all fields of study. Even though there exists many social media apps and the potential significance of TikTok overrides other apps in intentionally the teaching learning process. And also in this case, TikTok serves four primary purposes revolving around entertainment and socialization, academic, and also socialization. And that means the use of TikTok has to a larger extent and establish the base for the development of the language. Oh, I'm sorry. For the long for the language, and recently studies shows that TikTok has become a widely used social media platform since it has the most intelligent percentage for users, appealing features not limited to the variety of content it encompasses. And Zhang founded it in 2016 to be used as a social media network based on the video platforms. And researchers and scholars argue that TikTok is an effective method for teaching English and other related subjects. Central to this, TikTok is an essential tool in learning since mentioned earlier, implies the use of video-based platform. That means that teachers can make videos not exceeding 15 minutes where such videos will be incorporated with filters and songs correctly, and that will be the possibility of sharing such videos to other applications that learners can access to like WeChat and Weibo in China or Instagram or Twitter in the United States. And to make the teaching and learning process effective, the later claim justified why TikTok has attained popularity in the recent past among young people. The app also comes with a challenging program where learners and teachers will create interactive sections to challenge each other. And TikTok during the time of the invention of was mainly aimed at the counter for socialization, entertainment, and informative, and also academic purpose, which I already mentioned before. That means that this application is a very important entity relying on diversity in the teaching English. Due to the taste and the preference of the youth, educators use that to introduce the aforementioned platform in language teaching and learning. This was to increase the level of learners' proficiency in languages. The primary consideration here was enhance academic excellence among learners. The video being produced by TikTok is of high quality, which has made language learning videos becomes the first reckoned platform in transmitting knowledge in 2019 and also in 2020. And I believe it will the first reckoned in 2021. Several studies since then have ventured into numerous aspects on how TikTok can be effectively be used to give necessary support to language learners to improve their learning and skills and proficiency. In this dimension, previous studies have only examined the feasibility of TikTok in English language pronunciation. According to the research conducted by American Language Association, the challenge of the use of the traditional method to teaching by creating awareness to students on the importance of using the new technology has been solved by using the TikTok app. TikTok was employed with the main aim of promoting learning and teaching of English language. The latter was sought in instrumentally assist learners in improving their communication skills to express themselves. And the association further placed its central focus on the use of TikTok through pronunciation instruction. Here, some students could benefit from not only songs and their features, but also improvement in their speech. The former gives an implication that through recognition of songs, learners get to know how certain words are pronounced in integrated and comprehend the English language much better. And here are some of the data. I use the TikTok hashtag to collect data. That is, I will check my topics starting with the symbol topic, which will assist me in exploring different aspects of how the use of app as an education tool will be necessary. And the data collection method will absolutely be social media monitoring, where trending topics and hashtags will measure the social media outreach and coverage among the education stakeholders. Here, data will then be collected by trimming conversations, thereby making sharing content easily spotted by influencers and active users by hashtag. And here's are the examples of I used. The first one you can see the Chinese is same meaning with the English learning. And here are the viewers that you can see. And here are the following are screen capture of the teaching English on TikTok application. And there are so many different types you can teach in the TikTok. And I think since not all of you have used the TikTok, and I will introduce the methods that you can use or teach in the TikTok applications. You can teach according to the topic, or you can teach vocabularies based on the music and the tongue twisters. You can teaching based on uncommon vocabulary or the vocabulary categories. And here's an example that I wanted you guys to see.
So that's matched. What about the past tense of watch? Watched. The classic ED. Nice. And what about catch? Catched. Caught. What? Caught. Okay. And what about cut? Cut. 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 The past tense of cut is cut. Right. Peak. Peaked. Seek. Sought. Like caught. Yeah, but with an O this time. With an O. S-O-U-G-H-T. Sounds about right. We've got died, died, sigh, sighed. What about tie? Tied. As in they tied the ropes together. Exactly. What about lie? Lied. For example, they lied on the ground. No. But you just said lay. Lay. Wait a second. You just lied. No, they lay on the ground. It's lay if someone lies down. It's lied if someone tells a lie. Oh, fair enough. I mean, they are different things. So it's lie, lay, lie, lied, die, died, tie, tied, buy, bought. Side. Yes, you're finally getting the hang of it.
Okay,
So that's
and
math.
I saw a lot of people loved. And here's another method you could use in teaching in TikTok. For example, you can teaching according to easy to feel grammar or some interesting general knowledge of English, and some of people presenting common conversations in the form of short dramas or short videos. Here's another example. I will just show you for a couple of minutes.
取外卖，取外卖。陈小姐，自己看。啊，陈小姐。
Excuse me, do you speak English?
English? I don't know English. I'm just a delivery guy.
I just want to order a cup of green tea with a bit of sugar. Can you help me translate?
Sorry, I have no idea what you're saying. Plus, I don't drink green tea, and I only drink sugar-free. This is healthy. I understand. 哎，哥们儿，你会英语吗？
英语？我看上去像是会说英语的吗？
I just want to order a cup of green tea. Can you help me?
完全听不懂哎，而且我更喜欢喝珍珠奶茶。
Listen, if you look at the menu right there, on the right, there's a scale from 1 to 10. I don't know, maybe that's what you're looking for?
Okay, that's
You
two
have
very
4
funny.
minutes. 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you. And that's a very funny videos, and I want to show you guys because it's very typically type in Chinese version TikTok. And from the above data, it comes out clearly that TikTok can be used in education to compare and construct ideas among learners. That is true means that the teachers use TikTok in the classroom to motivate learners within a classroom. And here a teacher could teach a given English language topic and give students room to create their own video so that they can compare what they have learned. Additionally, I found out the app is a very powerful educational tool that gives students the power to comment and share videos promoting interaction. A key aspect I required in learning the languages. Another findings from the article that I from use of the TikTok in English language teaching learning is teaching the diversity. And since the application is an essential interactive tool, it could expose the learners to different cultural and social groups. That means that teachers could employ culturally responsive teaching strategies with the help of TikTok to foster English language diversity within a classroom. Some sensitive area where teachers need to focus on instructing learners on TikTok include grammar skills, pronunciation, and also reading frequency. And when TikTok is used as instruction for learning by teachers, learners will be provided with the freedom of expressing themselves and easily identified within a language classroom. Video created here could be changed the way students learn to so that the video produced as strategically meant for educational purpose. And also it could promote open online English techniques for providing the relaxing experience, motivational influence, and also the ability to control and review learned material, not limited to active student participation. In this case, TikTok could play a significant role in visual learning. That means that it could incorporate visual lesson plans that could help students actively participate and beyond the classroom. By so doing, students could condense and simplify their thinking, making the English lesson easy to be understood and remembered. And they also can learn English when they are free. Sharing videos is also a promote interaction, brainstorming, and also discovery among learners.
1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay, and here's are the reference. Thank you very much.
You guys are all prepared. Timely. Thank you so much for your presentation. I really love it. As you know, only Anna and I, we have a TikTok account and I enjoy those TikToks at all times. But your research actually relates to some of the work that I have done with teachers internationally in Latin America. And they actually ask their students, their adult students actually, to create TikTok accounts to practice their language skills, to reach out to international audiences. In other words, to use English as a way to connect internationally, not only to quote unquote native speakers of English, but to anybody who is on TikTok and exchanging messages, sending out information, creating creative videos as well. So now we're gonna open the floor for anybody who wants to ask you any questions. So we have roughly 5 minutes. So if anybody, please let us know, unmute yourself, raise your hand, or jump in to ask any question. Juan, Anna, Barbara, Enrica, Anna, Michael. Anybody has a question for Songchen Zhang?
Maybe direct experience, like some anecdotal experience, if you can report beyond the study, you know, of using TikTok.
Yeah, thank you for the advice.
Do you have an experience that you want to share with us with TikTok beyond your research that you want to share with us?
I'm sorry, my internet was not very stable.
Okay.
Could you repeat? I'm sorry.
Yes, if there is an experience that you have had with TikTok beyond your research, anything that you want to share with us?
Oh yeah, there are so many people who speak English and they have the TikTok account in Chinese version TikTok and they earn a lot of money. But they couldn't earn that money in United States version because there are because Chinese are very likely to use TikTok to learn something else, and there are so many people couldn't come to United States to what American looks like, and they wanna they can easily to look like outside of their life and to see what that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Is there another question? Anybody who is curious about Songchen's work or anything TikTok related? We have 2 minutes.
Songchen, have you experienced your own language learning process on TikTok? How did that help?
Yeah, of course. For example, there is there is a user in TikTok, and he always has record some videos to teach you some difficult vocabulary and teach you how to remember that in Chinese ways. For example, schedule is a very different for me since when I was very young, but he has a it's very difficult to remember schedule this word, and he has a very new way to remember this, and he recorded it and posted in TikTok in Chinese way because SE means 色 in Chinese in Mandarin, and CHE means 车 means car in Chinese, and when you are in a traffic when you are in a traffic jam and you can know your time is not enough, and that's schedule.
And when
Right.
students post their own videos, is there any kind of feedback from teachers, or is it mostly like teachers that want to be TikTok stars that are trying to gain a lot of followers? Can you get feedback?
Oh yeah, of course. You can do some comments in under these videos, and you can know if they like or don't like your video, or if they have other ideas for you to create some videos. And I think I have interviewed some of teachers. I interviewed 6 of teachers. They have that TikTok in account for 3 years or 2 years, and they said there are a lot of students comments on their videos, comments under their videos say that it's very helpful for them to learn English.
Nice.